Hello everyone. The former Eskom CEO Andrew Ruyter's refusal to be vetted by state security has planted a seed of doubt in the Luthuli House about his credibility. By law, all senior state managers, government employees, and state-owned entity executives ought to be vetted. The ANC top brass said it's shocking that Ruyter refused to comply with the state security agency's vetting process. According to Sunday World publication, the sources said Ruyter is using the ANC as a scapegoat to escape deep-seated issues involving his tenure at the power utility, including his failure to subject himself to scrutiny. This comes after Ruyter, following his resignation, fingered ANC politicians for aiding and covering up corruption at Eskom, which he claimed was one of the reasons he could not take it anymore. It emerged that Ruyter refused to be vetted when he took the position 3 years ago. However, it was not until his dramatic departure from the utility last week that he dropped a bombshell about apparent ANC-sponsored widespread corruption of the power utility. This is one of the reasons the governing party is not letting Ruyter off the hook. After his forced exit from power utility, as he left, he blamed politically connected looting networks for bringing the state-owned company to its knees. In a wide-ranging ANC interview last week, Ruyter said he was approached by the SSA for vetting for the first time last October, nearly 3 years into his tenure. So while the certain agencies to now find out if he could possibly be compromised, and they can speculate about that, he said, "My trust levels, frankly, in SSA are fairly low, and all I could think is that they want to equip themselves with information that could be handy to them in running various intelligence campaigns. But some within the higher echelons of ANC leadership allege it may be logical to conclude from his refusal to be vetted that he was planted by their political foes, who could possibly include opposition party senior officials." A senior ANC official said to the publication, "Had he been a black CEO and had refused to be vetted, there would have been a lot of noise. The man was clearly pushing an opposition party agenda. We are convinced he contributed to the attack against the ANC National Chair and Energy Minister Gwede Mantashe." He confirms this assertion when he says he resigned when Mantashe said they are orchestrating a coup against the ANC. The leader said they were informed that Ruyter only resigned the day he was called to answer for his own sins, including the vetting issue. In October last year, Eskom told Parliament that Ruyter and 100 other employees had not been vetted. The Standing Committee on Public Accounts, SCOPA, had that the delay in his vetting arose because he had not complied with the submissions that were due to the SSA. The SCOPA said then it took a dim view of negotiations around vetting because it is a statutory requirement. Another source told the publication that Ruyter should have been dealt with a long time ago, and his dramatic exit proved he was desperate to shift the blame for failing to resolve load-shedding issues. This guy messed us up big time, and some of us have been at pains trying to say this long time ago, but some of our comrades were defending him. The ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula said the party had served Ruyter with papers to reveal the ANC leaders he blames for Eskom woes. According to Mbalula, the former Eskom boss was riding on the existing narrative that the ANC was corrupt and that this was division. Ruyter also alleged that the ANC's investment arm had benefited from Eskom loot. Mbalula said if there are ANC leaders doing business with Eskom wrongly, charge Mbalula, Ruyter must name and shame them instead of dragging the party in the mud. Mbalula said there is nothing wrong if the ANC politicians are involved in a business transactions, if such involvement is legal. He said he found it opportunistic of Ruyter to attack the ANC, charging that in his mind corruption is to be associated with a black face. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.